All right, so we are here on site. This is Chanjalo Church, and this was one of the first churches that CBEM planted and built. I'm here with Pastor Harrison. He is the local missionary for CBEM. He actually lived here in this site in a really small hut for how long?
For 3.5 years.
3.5 years, where in that hut, I believe God cured you from AIDS,
Yes,
correct?
Yes.
So he was tested positive for AIDS. He came here just to serve the rest of his life, and God said, I'm going to make your life really long.
Thank you. That's
And so it's such a blessing to have Pastor Harrison and his testimony of healing, that God can heal even the worst diseases.
Sure.
Because he wants to use you for his work.
Sure.
So I also have Happy, which you all know from earlier. And then I have Pastor Ranson. He is the local pastor here at the church. He's also a very skilled mason. He has gone to Connect Africa with Happy and I for training, where we learned how to make the biosand filters. We learned how to make ISSB tanks. Yes. So what we did before we had this training, all of the churches, we try to put rainwater catchment. So we put gutters on the churches, and then the water can drain into a tank. This one we've just noticed needs some repair, which we'll take care of. But it would go into these black tanks. And the black tanks serve a great purpose for a short time. The sun kind of wears them down. So we have had the technology where we make bricks from the soil. So there's no burning of wood to cure them. And then they're kind of a curved brick. And we assort them to build this concrete tank. And it has waterproof concrete within and out. We had to remove the pipe that was going in there because of the repairs that we have to do. So this is one of the projects that we do, rainwater catchment with an ISSB tank. I believe this is 15,000 liters in that tank, which this is only 10,000 liters. So we get good rainwater harvest when it does rain. And then we're going to show you in just a second one of our attempts to bring water here that failed, so we had to improvise and come up with different plans. So now we are standing, we're actually not far from the church building. My first trip here, we tried to drill a borehole. We were told there was water here, and when we drilled, there was water, but then the aquifer dried up. There has not been water in this well at all. We actually have other organizations in the area that have drilled 3 or 4, and they have all failed. No water in the wells. So rainwater catchment is our best idea.
Yes.
Biosand filters is another best idea, because they can take water from the local ponds and streams and run it through the filters. We do have some water lines that are ran, and then we have one ran to this church, and we have to pay for that water, but it's a necessity. We can also sell that water to the locals so that we're not paying 100% for the water. Do any of you want to say anything?
About the water?
About the water, the well, Chanjalo, the ministry, anything?
Yeah, maybe I would like to say we've been here for some time. We've seen the water problem down here, and the living water of Ohio has tried its level best to see the area is getting water, fresh water, in fact, for the people to use. I hope as we go on in such a way, maybe one day we are going to have sufficient water, clean water, and the area will be total change. So may God bless you.
Thank you.
Amen.
Does Pastor Ranson have anything to say? You can interpret, it's fine.
Yep. Say something.
Greet the people, say something. Talk about your church.
Maybe in Swahili.
Yeah, say anything in Swahili, I will translate. Ama kuhusu shirika.
Okay. Haya. Basi tuna nafasi ya kuweza kumshukuru Mungu kwa sababu ya shirika hili.
Yeah, we thank God for the Living of Water ministry out here.
Yeah, kwa sababu ya juhudi zao kwa kutafuta kwamba tuweze kupata maji.
Because of their efforts to make sure that we have clean and efficient water for drinking out here.
acha tuweze kuwashukuru kwa sababu ya juhudi hiyo.
We really appreciate for those efforts.
Nafikiri walijitahidi sana kwa sababu ya kwamba tuweze kupata hayo maji. Lakini hata hivyo tunashukuru kwa sababu hata kama kisima kiweza kutoa maji, lakini pia juhudi zao pia kuweza kutega maji pale kwa kanisa. Na taka niweze tu kuachia hapo.
Yeah, we really appreciate for the efforts, even for the initiative of running the pipeline all the way to the church. We hope all will be well. We really thank God for your efforts. May God bless you so much.
Amen. So as you can see out here in this area, we are pretty far out in the bush. Pastor Ranson stays out here. He struggles because there's nothing out here, but this is his calling to serve the people, to share Christ with them. We try to hire him to do as many of the mason work, the church work, so it helps him out. So any donations that we receive, that you give, they go 100% to funding these people here, the water projects, the church projects. We even try to help with supplying food for the pastors that are out here. So anything can help. You can look us up at livingwaterofohio.org, and there's a donate button there you can click. So stay tuned. We're going to be heading off to the next location, which is called Sendemke.